to everyone. I'm going to tell you about Australia. So Australia is an interesting country, and I know many people that want to travel to Australia because they want to improve their English and they want to know this amazing country. So I'm going to tell you 10 things that you need to know before to go to Australia. So let's start. So number one, you need to know that Australia is a big country. So those are the most famous cities in Australia. For example, Sydney, Melbourne, Brisbane, Perth, and Adelaide. Australia is the sixth largest country around the world. So if you consider a road trip through Australia, it's gonna take time. So the most of our population lives along the coast. So you need to know that Australia is a really big country. Even there are people that confuse there with a continent. Number two, Australia is really expensive. So you can waste 100 or $200 per day eh, in food, activities, accumulation, and transportation. So the transportation is on the top of that. So you need to follow those advances in order to save your money. So you can travel by bus, so you can waste $1 per day, and you can use hostels for your accommodation, cook your own food. If you want to go to a restaurant, you can visit Vietnamese and Indian restaurants. They are cheap too and really good food. So if you follow this, you can save your money and stay in Australia for a long time. Number three, so get acquainted with the local language. So as we know, in Australia people speak English, right? But you need to know some words that are different than the American English than we used to know. For example, so you can say socks, but there is flip flops. Boom bang, but there is funky punk. Dogs, there is swimmer. Batting sweet. Capsicums, peppers. Ketchup is tomato sauce. Chips, fries, lollies, candies. Bushwalking, like hiking, trekking. Boot, like trunk. Bonnet, hood of a car, gas, petrol. Ute, like a pickup. And truck, foreign line. And, and, four, and foreign line every 2 weeks. So those words then can make the difference between a native and you. Number four, don't expect to find kangaroos and koalas in the middle of the city. You can find them in the wildlife or away from the city, or you can go to a reserve or natural reserve or something like that. But you can find them just looking around you. But if you want to see kangaroos and koalas, you can visit the zoo of Australia, and there is the kangaroo island, so you can find there all this wild nature and those animals, koalas and kangaroos. Number five, you don't need to give a tips when you are in a restaurants or taxis. This is really weird. So don't be nice with your tips because if you do that, people going to think that you forget your change, right? And this is why, because people is really well paid in Australia. A waiter for 1 hour of work can have 16.87 dollars per hour. So it's a really quantity of money. So if you tip someone, it's really weird. You don't need to do that. So this is good because it's a country with really that has a really good opportunities to work, a really good pay people, and that's why you don't need to tip someone. They already have their salary. So nice. Number six, the sun. So I don't want to sound like your mother, but you need to cover to the sun. The sun here is so dangerous, something so hard. So you need to use sunscreen every single day if you want to have a good health in your skin. So take care to use. So take care to your skin and use sunscreen. It's really important here because the sun is dangerous than other countries. So Australian weather will surprise you. It's not always hot. So December to March, it's really hot. If you like hot weather, you can visit in that time. But if you like cold weather, not too hot, you can come here and visit to October, November, April, and May. So it really rains a lot. So you need to pack your jacket and your umbrella. So we have in Australia different weather. You can find hot weather and rain weather. Uh, it's a really amazing country with a diversity of weathers. It's not always hot. It's not always raining. Number nine, learn to be okay without being offline, my friend. So, if you are addicted to internet, here is some complicated because Wi-Fi is expensive, so it is slow too. So, if you can find, or you can be connected to internet, maybe you can be in a restaurant, in a hostel, in a hotel, and then you can find internet. But if you really need to be on live or in internet, you can visit McDonald's, free internet, and a library. Then you can find free internet almost the time if you really need to. And number 10, finally. So you will probably like here. I mean, you really love here, and that's why because you're gonna have new friends, you're gonna meet really good people and amazing people. You're gonna have a new adventures, watch the most amazing sunsets in the world, the most clear water you can swim in this world, and you can learn surfing, diving, and all those sports that are amazing here. So if you come here, you don't want to say goodbye because it's a really amazing country with a diversity of people, races, and weathers. And you can make activities every single day and work at the same time. Australia is a really good place for coming. So just coming to Australia and have the adventure. So bye guys. I hope you enjoy.